Britain's biggest family is set to grow again after mother Sue Radford announced she is pregnant with her 21st child. Mrs. Radford uploaded a video message on YouTube to announce they will be welcoming yet another baby girl into their huge brood. The 42-year-old last gave birth in September last year, and she promised at the time that it would be her last. But they have revealed she has fallen pregnant yet again and uploaded an image of the baby scan on Instagram. Mrs. Radford and her husband Noel, 46, who live in Morecambe, Lancashire, wrote, "We can't wait to welcome you into the family, precious little one." Number Sobalist. The video shows the family revealing the sex of their next baby as they arrive home from the hospital. Surrounded by their children, they fire confetti cannons into the air, with pink paper streamers falling from the sky. After showing off her baby bump to the camera, Mrs. Radford said, "I honestly can't believe it. Normally I have an inkling of what the gender is going to be. I honestly thought it was going to be boy." Mr. Radford adds, "We're just in shock." After she gave birth to her 11th son Archie in September after an hour's labor, she said she was happy to stop on a nice even number. Speaking at the time, Mr. Radford said, "It was going to end at some point. We both think this is it." "I feel sad in a way, but now we can get on and enjoy the kids." The couple also announced their last baby news by posting the ultrasound picture on social media. The couple, from Morecambe, Lancashire, first met when Sue was just 7 years old. They had their first child, Chris, 28 years ago, when Sue was aged only 14. The couple decided to keep the baby as they were both given up for adoption at birth. The couple then moved into their first home together and got married. Shortly afterwards they welcomed their second child, Sophie, when Sue was 17. Mrs. Radford lost a boy, Alfie, in 2014, who was stillborn, but he is still very much part of the family. In July 2016 they welcomed baby number 19, Phoebe, and well-wishers sent the couple messages to congratulate them. Their new arrival will join Chris, Sophie, Chloe, Jack, Daniel, Luke, Millie, Katie, James, Ellie, Amy, Josh, Max, Tilly, Oscar, Casper, Hallie, Phoebe, and Archie. They became grandparents when their daughter Sophie gave birth, and she has gone on to have 3 children. The family now live in a large £240,000 Victorian house, a former care home, that they bought 11 years ago, and they pride themselves on having no credit cards or finance agreements. They also enjoy a holiday abroad every year. They spend £300 a week on food shopping, with 18 pints of milk, 3 litres of juice and 3 boxes of cereal being consumed every day. When it comes to celebrating their children's birthdays, they have a budget of £100 for presents, while at Christmas they set aside between £100 to £250. Her husband had a vasectomy during his wife's 9th pregnancy, but had it reversed when they decided to have more children. In 2013, the couple starred in the Channel 4 show, 16 Kids and Counting, and were filmed in their 10-bedroom home. The following year, Mrs. Radford, who does not receive state handouts apart from child benefit, lost a boy called Alfie when she was 23 weeks pregnant. A day in the life of the Radfords. How Britain's biggest family spends a typical day after an early start in the bakery. Mr. Radford returns home every day at 7:00 a.m. to sort out the children and get them to nursery at school. Their uniforms are washed and laid out the night before, while breakfast is staggered into 2 shifts. Six of the children are at the same primary school 10 minutes away, and 5 are at secondary school. Noel drives them in a minibus which, as it carries more than 9 passengers, is entitled to use bus lanes. Meanwhile, the 3 youngest, Oscar, Casper, and Hallie, remain at home with Sue, though Oscar goes to nursery in the afternoons. The family do 9 loads of washing a day, get through 30 bottles of washing liquid every month, and use 4 toilet rolls a day. Incredibly, they manage to feed the family on £300 a week, feeding them all pasta or a large stew using deals with their local butcher and greengrocer. Bath time at home begins around 6 p.m, and while the younger ones will be bathed and in bed by about 7 p.m, the older ones stay up until 9 p.m.